We begin long time ago, galaxy far away, opening crawl. It's gonna say that there's been an arms race. Since we last saw these two sides, they have agreed not to fight. There's like a let's say 5-year contract that says we're not gonna fight you guys, you're not gonna fight us. We're just gonna be going to our solar systems and just try to get everybody on our side or your side. We're gonna do things republic government style. You guys can do your dictatorship type, and that's the way that we're gonna operate. We don't got to do a fight. No lives need to be lost. That's what that explains in the opening crawl. Movie begins. Somewhere early in the beginning of the movie, I want someone to say that I've got a bad feeling about this, and we cut away to another scene, and that person begins that scene by saying, "I've got a bad feeling about this." So we get it twice in this movie to make up for the one we didn't get in episode 8. That's gonna appease the fans who are coming in angry. Like, okay, you get it. You are trying to redeem things from the last movie. So it's going to cheer us up in the beginning of the movie because we got it twice. And when we start, it begins with Rey in a planet, Camino, and Kylo Ren with his friend, with one of the Knights of Ren in Camino. We're going to a different part of Camino because creativity. I got all ocean in this place, and out of the ocean comes a tree with greenery, and there's all these trees popping out of the ocean. The whole planet is water, but these trees are so massive and huge, like an Avatar movie. That's how it looks. Pretty. We've got alien creatures that we can sell toys of, little small things with wings like fairies, and a lot of other wildlife who are gonna threaten the things. But thankfully, Poe is there with his little X-wing or his fighting ship, his brand new fighting ship. It's not an X-wing. It's big. It's bigger than an X-wing, but it can only fit two passengers. Okay, and the Millennium Falcon by Chewie. So they're gonna fight them off. Poe and Chewie, they're out here doing some stuff. Just so we can cut away to something. We can put things in the trailer that is gonna look nice with these guys fighting these awesome creatures just to defend everybody talking. So they go to Camino. All right, we want clone troopers. No, there are no more clone troopers. I'm sorry. We made an agreement. Blah blah blah. Okay, fine. Then clone me. And then Rey says, "No, clone me." So Kylo Ren and Rey both offering themselves their DNA for clonage. You know where I'm going with this because I'm talking about Rey's DNA. So they do, and after it receives it, the Camino person is gonna say, we have confidentiality and privacy. I wasn't being honest when I said we don't clone. We actually have someone that matches your DNA. And then everyone looks at Kylo Ren. Okay, on your way, two of you. What? Two of us? Yeah, both of their DNA matches. Now, of course, the viewer right now, we all think we're talking about Anakin Skywalker. She's the Skywalker. She's Leia and Ben's and Han Solo's kid. That's what we'll think. I'm trying to say that she's born of the Force. Palpatine manipulated the Force, or somebody did. Snoke, somebody made her. Because Anakin is half Force, half Shmi Skywalker. So that's what her half is. She's the chosen one, born of the Force, all that shit. But everyone's gonna think that they're brother and sister. Because I'm smart like that. They get there and they see an Anakin in a tube. Now, wait, open him. No, you can't open him. Because all he knows, Anakin, he made his clone between episode 5 and between episode 6, which was about 40 years ago. And Hayden Christensen is about 40 years old, so it matches up. They think that they're going to resurrect the dark side user. So this was so strong that ceasefire that these two sides have gets broken. It's like Kylo Ren is the first to turn on a lightsaber. No, we have a ceasefire. No, but what about that time? This is a no. Technically, we never did this. This is a no. Those were bounty hunters who hired you, who were hired to do that to you. And we, they can maybe mention something that happened where they got close to ceasefire and something in between those 4 years, and then a comic book writer can pick up on it. But I just mean that's gonna look cool. These two fight. And the tube accidentally breaks because I don't know, somebody. I guess something happens and the tube finally breaks. So here we go. Anakin lands. In this moment, he's probably gonna be naked, so let's get a cloth. I didn't have to say that, but I did. He's clothed up, okay. And he gets Rey's lightsaber, which is his, and he gets Kylo Ren's shut up and looks at it. You got a red one in one hand and a blue one in another hand. This is gonna be on the trailer. And he's looking and he's like, thinking. Kylo Ren is gonna join the good guys. Because Anakin will listen to both sides of everybody. And I only did this for my family. You listen, youngin, grandson, this is how it's gonna be. I never spoke to you from the Force. What are you talking about? Or it's not. You're not supposed to be bad. The Knight of Ren, who's with Kylo, he's evil. He's gonna make his escape. Leaves, goes away, and he crashes into Poe's ship. So Poe's fighting ship that used to be really really cool is damaged now, unfortunately. Chewbacca's still there. So when we're gonna cut away and come back to we're gonna cut away to Leia. We're gonna use some of that stock footage, and it's just Leia realizing, yo, my dad is alive, or Anakin Skywalker. It's a clone of him, but she's got the Force apparently. Then we're gonna cut away to Ahsoka Tano, Sabine ready the ship, and then we're gonna cut away to Luke Skywalker. He's gonna wake up from wherever it is he is, because this guy's alive. He did not die in that movie. Nobody killed him. And that's who's gonna come to Kamino to save these guys, because they're not gonna have a ship. Why? Because when we cut back to Kamino, we're gonna see that they all go to the Millennium Falcon. Poe, are you okay? Oh man, yeah, he just got away. Damn it, what happened? Why? What? Anakin needs some filling in. Well, there's this great big war that's happening. It's okay, we still have time on that treaty. And then Kylo Ren could say, no, we were prepared and manned. We weren't going to honor the treaty. We were going to, break that treaty tomorrow or some shit like that. It's really soon. We weren't going to wait it out. We actually have more troops and more forces than you thought. Oh, damn it. Oh, we're sitting ducks here. Because when the Millennium Falcon comes in, you're going to see Chewbacca. He's going to see, yo, you guys are rolling with Ben right now. Kylo Ren killed Han Solo. I'm not having that. And he's going to choose to leave the planet. That's it. Chewie and Taro Adun, you did everything you're supposed to be doing. You know what? I'm even going to have Lando on there because someone needs to do the talking. And he can be like, yeah, screw these guys. Let's skedaddle. And I'm with the furball. And they can both leave and say, none of that shit. Before they even get to hear everything. They don't recognize no Anakin Skywalker. So they'll just see they're with Kylo Ren. Chewbacca's like, no, fuck that. And they fly away. Stranded on this island. Luke Skywalker comes and he gets his face to face with Anakin Skywalker. And father, they're gonna have a little good communication, and that's chapter 1. They spent maybe 20 days on that planet or so, a long time, enough to where they can talk to each other, maybe even make some team moves before Luke Skywalker shows up. So that's why Kylo Ren and Rey are gonna do some sick team action in our trailer and in the next third act of the movie in that final battle. When they are leaving the planet of Kamino, the bad guys, like a bazillion ships, are going to surround that planet right as they light speed out. And then we're going to be like, yo, they just got away. They have no idea. The Knights of Ren were on their ass because that one guy escaped. And how many Knights of Ren were there? There were about 6. That's why I'm matching it. I'm matching good guys with the bad guys. Let's begin Act 2. The First Order land on Kamino. And this is where the members of Kamino turn on the good guys. But they have every reason to do so. Let's look at the history of these cloners and the Jedi Council. They were never compensated. They were lied to when they said Master Sifo Dyas was the guy asking for it, but instead Obi-Wan shows up. What does Obi-Wan do to Jango Fett? Offs him. That guy was living here. He was good for our environment or our ecology or something. He was somewhat helpful, but he's dead now. Look at what they did when Darth Vader tried to clone himself between episode 5 and 6. He's Vader. He didn't compensate these guys. And finally, when we get the property, they're thinking, okay, look, we got Kylo Ren and Rey. Someone's finally going to pay us for this work. All they did was damage property, stole it, and left. What did Chewbacca do on the Millennium Falcon? What was Poe doing earlier in my movie? Well, they were damaging the wildlife. They hate the Jedi. They're like, you know what? We're going to give you guys, eliminate the Jedi, because they've been too much. Here, in this world that we have, they're plant specialists. There's going to be a seed. Plant this in a planet, and it'll, poison. I'm only going to give them 1 seed because I want to be creative. I don't want to do another Death Star, JJ. I want to be just nice. So they know where the resistance space is, and they're heading to the resistance space with that plant because it will sprout and create, they win the war. That's how the Knights of Ren are going to think. I think that's a great ass idea. Let's cut over to Luke. He's in his spaceship. They're all chit-chatting and talking. Where they go to is a planet, brand new planet again. And these guys are fighters. They specialize in, I would say, kickboxing, except that might not be the word. But there's a blade from their knee. Me overestimating my flexibility. Let's just pretend this is the knee. and this is the foot. And there's a blade that comes from here to here, and that's how they fight. They would be kicking like ka 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 ka. So it's new, it's unique. Where do they get the lightsabers from? Turns out this planet is very rich in the minerals of kyber crystals. Great. That's just what we need in Star Wars to fix the franchise. And we can say it's in the unknown regions, or we can just say it's a big galaxy, and we found another place with kyber crystals. I believe in Rogue One, that place got blown up. Same place as I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me. I think that was the original place where we get kyber crystals from. I may be wrong. So in this place, they make their lightsabers. Like even fucking Finn is gonna get a lightsaber. But while they're there, Ahsoka was already there. Epic moment. Because remember how she could feel that Anakin came back? She knew to come straight here. And so did Luke. Luke, Rey's gonna be like, who's she? That's Ahsoka Tano. She doesn't like Skywalkers. I guess Luke had something. We know why she doesn't like Anakin, but I guess Luke and her had a bad problem. Maybe she's just anti-Skywalker. What's your name? Your name is Luke Skywalker? Yeah, fuck out of here. I'm gonna do my own thing. So Sabine's gonna be with her too. We gotta hire an actor for Sabine. Maybe even an Ezra. I don't know what Filoni's doing with his Rebels sequel. But here we go. She's gonna say, "Well, I don't hate all Skywalkers. 1 out of 3 isn't bad." She's referring to Leia, so she's got a relationship with Leia. I'm good with that because it's very important that she has this relationship with Leia. They're all gonna start arguing. Ahsoka's gonna say some cool shit like, "Listen, these two lightsabers come on. They're not coming off unless one of us is not going to be here the next time these things turn off. So we don't want fights. We don't want problems." I like it. Meanwhile, no, we're just here for the crystals. We're just here to make lightsabers. So of course, even Finn is gonna get a lightsaber, and I'm gonna make his purple for fan service because Mace Windu was another black person in Star Wars. We're gonna give him that. And so I can have a shot later on in the movie where Ahsoka has a white lightsaber, Kylo Ren uses the red one, Luke is gonna make a green one, just like he did the first time. This is where he went to make his first lightsaber in between 5 and 6. Rey is gonna use the blue one that we know, and let me think. Anakin. I don't know, but I named like 5 colors, right? Purple, blue, green, and a white one, and a red one. So like that's 5 colors right there, and I can't think of another. I guess we'll make a yellow one. I don't know, but I feel like Anakin Skywalker should take the blue lightsaber, and the same way Luke tossed it behind his back in the beginning of Episode 8, he should, because he still has her lightsaber, right? Since he used the Force back on that Camino planet, he was looking at the 2 lightsabers. I think he should toss it back to Rey as like a homage to how Episode 8 happened, and we're taking a negative and making it into a positive. That's how Rey gets it. It's like, this is yours now. I'm a new person. I'm a clone, so let me get that yellow saber or something like that. And there will be a shot and this will be in the trailer, where everyone's lightsaber lights up in order, and it's like zoo, 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 and it's a different color, and the camera's panning left to right, and they're facing the enemies. I want to put that in the trailer. How we get there, it doesn't matter. But while they finish their job and everything, Ahsoka is gonna call for all of her students. That's right, she has a school. So in this school, you know the little green 50-year-old from The Mandalorian? Yeah, he's a little bit older, a little bit taller, and he can actually speak now. He's still a kid, but that's where we are, and he's gonna be part of that school. It's gonna be a great. He's actually gonna have a name for it. I think Anakin is gonna be like, "Hey, is that a?" And he'll say the name of the species, and that's how we get to know what he is. If I was planning this, I would, because Kathleen Kennedy's not a genius. She's not actually managing Mandalorian and everything. There's no leadership in Star Wars right now. Favreau and Filoni doing what the f they want to, and Feige's in charge of the movies coming up. Can't convince me otherwise. But if I was in Kathleen Kennedy's position, the president of Lucasfilm, I would know that the what's known as Baby Yoda is happening right now in Mandalorian, and we'd get to name him over here on this show. So to show like we know what we're doing and we're cohesive at least. That's too much focus on the little Baby Yoda, but he's gonna be in here, and she's gonna have a bunch of her trainees. That kid from the video game Jedi Fallen Order, let's bring him too, and maybe Ezra if that's possible. Sabine is gonna have a black lightsaber if we're adding the colors. So there's an equal amount of Knights of Ren to match against these guys, and we get word, or we get the psychic, force notification that Leia has died. That's the way I would kill her. She does need to be dead. And in this moment that Leia died, they're gonna stop fighting whatever they're fighting and bickering over, and they're gonna say, for Leia. Luke is gonna say it. Even it's gonna go to Kylo Ren and he's gonna say it. Ahsoka's gotta say it. Everyone says for Leia. Poe's gonna say for my new ship. No, I'm kidding. He's gonna say for Leia. I think that's a great moment you're even gonna put on the trailer because you gotta milk that emotion. Let's. I know how the game is played, right? I know it's wrong or it's sneaky, not wrong. It's a tactic. Let's just call it that. It's a tactic, and we're gonna capitalize it. The real life death of Carrie Fisher. That's Act 2. Act 3 is going to begin by making a call out. Any members of the resistance, here where we are. We are in this kickboxing Kyber crystal planet. Now, when this goes out, unfortunately, the bad guys are going to hear it. Or so they thought. It's a trap. Because they want the bad guys to hear it. It turns out these kickbox Kyber crystal dudes, they're with it. They're like, bring them. This is our home field. This is the best place and best chance you have. We have all of our forces here. We booby trap this place in case just for places like times like this because we may not have the force, but we could fight. By the way, I'm gonna put one kid inside this kickboxing planet who does have the force, and he's like a teenager, so we can use him in episode 10, 11, 12. That's important to note. So this planet, they set everybody up. All the resistance fighters come, even Chewbacca comes, and everyone's in love. And I want to put Anakin Skywalker, the clone, Vader, in the Millennium Falcon. And it's going to be awkward, right? Because he's going to be flying it with Chewbacca and Lando, and everyone's going to be there. There's even going to be a scene in the cockpit of all the main characters, as much as we can fit in there. And he's gonna be like stupid shipper, it's a little joke like that because I want to have fun and I want to make them say, "We need to fly." Who's the best pilot here? And it'll be Anakin, and Anakin will be like, "Fuck this Millennium Falcon! I'm not flying it. No, this is the one that shot me when I was about to kill Luke in Episode 4. Remember when Han came back to save them? He's not having it, but he's the best pilot." So there will be a situation where he'd have to fly the Millennium Falcon in this movie. There would also be a point, and I love this idea. I'm the greatest because I thought of this idea where we used 3PO, R2, and BB-8 in the coolest way. Finn is going to be running, escaping from a bad guy. It could be a clone trooper, it could be a Knight of Ren, I don't know. But he's running, turning corners, they're indoors, he turns another corner, and using the power of R2-D2's light, he flashes a light. And because he just turned the corner, there's going to be a shadow of the top of BB-8's head, and it's on this like an elevated platform, and it's moving left to right, and it's going slowly. So the stormtroopers are going to be like, "Shh, that's him. I can see a shadow of a guy's top of his head moving," and I can even hear them speaking because C-3PO is going to be playing a recorded message. So we're using all three of these droids in a combo to take out the bad guys. So the bad guys are gonna come. They're gonna turn right because that's the direction everything is, and behind them is Poe. And I don't know, Poe has a lightsaber, but it's a Disney movie. You never know. But Poe's gonna take them out. I just love the idea of having the three droids work together. The final climactic battle, of course, is gonna have everyone's lightsaber, and in front of them is gonna be a Knight of Ren. There will be freaking Star Destroyers and everything faced at Luke and faced at Anakin. And I feel like I want to have Luke and Anakin fighting back to back because that would be memorable. That's also going on the trailer because in the trailer you didn't hear everything I just said. You're just going to say what happened, how is Luke and how is Anakin fighting back to back. And in the trailer his lightsaber is not going to be yellow like I'm suggesting it should be. It'll be blue, I guess, or red. It'll be red. No, he won't even have his lightsaber on. Okay, that's what's gonna happen in the trailer. The trailer will just show Luke turning on his lightsaber. 5 seconds later, his father will afterwards, but in the trailer we won't see that happen. Problem solved. There will be a time where they do that, and they're like, "You guys just take care of the Knights of Ren." So they kill the Knights of Ren, and I mean that's the climactic end to the movie. They are gonna take out all of the forces because Anakin and Luke are that G with it. I want I don't even need Anakin's clone to die. I don't even need Luke's clone to die. But I do need Ahsoka to end the movie with no, 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 none of this Jedi stuff. You had your chance. You had your chance. You had your chance. You had your chance. Because Episode 9's title will be Ahsoka's Way. That's the name of this movie. Episode 9, Ahsoka's Way. I like it. She's gonna be the new kind of leader of the light side. Just because it's the light side doesn't mean it's the Jedi. And we move forward from there with potential for a new trilogy with peace in the galaxy, restored order. She don't care about the New Republic. You guys can do your politics stuff, but the Jedi are staying the heck away from Coruscant and all of your political stuff. We're just gonna be out here looking for people who are you with metachlorians. I call them Jedi, whatever they'll be called, and we're just gonna teach and preach and go things peacefully. And I think that's a great way to build things for the future of Star Wars. That was my idea. Yeah, I don't want to talk anymore because this is a long video, so thank you for watching.